What's up, energy workers? Hi guys, I'm channeling. It is now 6:35 a.m. I've been up for about an hour or so, I guess you would say. I went to bed super early. I think I fell asleep at like right before 7 p.m. Woke up a few times, kind of would wake up, check in social media world, just see what's going on, turn around, roll over, go back to sleep. So I'm really well rested. Soul School homework. Spirit wants us, I'm going to put in the comment section here, there's an amazing documentary about the history of Minnesota. And that's the state that I live in, that I was born and raised in. And the transmissions that came in for that is, let's learn about people coming to Minnesota to get rich. Okay, I hear visit right now, to get rich. Visit St. Anthony Falls, comma, Fort Snelling, comma, and that's all the transmissions that have come in so far. So you may find some, I hear, are you a history buff? It's very interesting. I hear where the wild buffalo roam. Okay, that's it. And where the wild buffalo roamed. Okay. In transmission. That's the end part of that. So that's how fast these come in for me. Then, in other news, kill switch. So I was already starting to do my transmissions for last night's reading. We all know I have a big problem with hackers. They have hacked all of my work, put me through filters, projected onto me, tantrumed all over me, was completely disrespectful to a top-level galactic professor. And they've all done it in the shadows. Cowards. Bitches. Flexing on the wrong fucking dove. Get that through your head, you fucking bitches. When I started doing my work that I work on alone, my child, my son, my oldest child, was 16 years old. I was supposed to manifest blessings with my own fucking work, but these hackers came in, fucked everything up on purpose. My son is now 21 years old, and I haven't been able to do shit for him because all these bitches stole my manifestations. So here's the next message. In other news, kill switch. Spirit wants us to watch a techie documentary. The link for that documentary will be there. Now they're gonna sue the shit out of those shameless hackers. They got the law on their side. End transmission. All right. My computer's all ready. I got the Ace of Cups. So there's the galactic news. My favorite part? Now they're gonna sue the shit, and the S on the shit is a $sign. Now they're gonna sue the shit out of those shameless hackers. They got the law on their side. All right. Any names that you see that you may resonate with, Spirit is working with these people. I have over 3,500 videos. I'll type whatever name I call into a search of past readings up to the top 5 most current readings with that name in the title will pop up. I'll read you those titles, and that's your Starseed message. I'm an activated Starseed. All right. Who's first? Ooh. Somebody might get a flat tire, something like that. We're going to start with you. Whitney, what's up with your wheel? A chariot might mean something. Cancerian energy might mean something. If you resonate with the name Whitney, it goes down to wit, W-H-I-T. Here's your message. Sagittarius, help Molly. Time for a serious cleanse of mind, body, and spirit with the little white dove. All signs. This little white dove is about to skyrocket. Messages from animals. Scorpio, they're all in, black and white, ready to sail off to Wonderland. Don your white coat and grab your 8-ball. They all got mind fucked. Here comes your school of life with the little white dove, divine masculine, twin flames, the tarot DJ. And they just shut down my computer. Yeah, ignore my dirty screen. See, watch. I'm not doing shit. All right. Let's hear more. What's the message if you resonate with Whitney or Wit? Wish. Choice, ambition, prayer, hunger, desire, confidence, and promise. 1 minute, my dog is having an issue. Hi. Come here. Here's Jasper. He just woke up. Somebody may have made a wish on a star. The universe never forgot. All right, next message. Ashton. If you resonate with the name Ashton, here's your message. Message for Ashton. White wolf. Protection, trust, honesty, rare, security, and stability. The white wolf is the most protective card of the deck. You'll trust your most precious thing with the white wolf. All right, there's your message, Ashton. Rachel. If you resonate with the name Rachel, here's your message. What's the message for Rachel? Spirit showing mother's love. A fireplace might mean something. Want to get down? This view is from the inside of the fireplace, looking out. Mother's love, unconditional love, comfort, happiness, childhood, well-being, and pleasure. All right. Next message. What's the next message? Well done, watermelon. Let's hear about it. Len. If you resonate with the name Len, here's your message. Sail away. Leave. Freedom. Disappear. give up, relinquish, and yield. It's all coming into focus. So sometimes if we've had trauma or narcissist abuse, there's a term for it. It's called the narcissistic fog. And it can leave you in a foggy state. And then you may have an awakening, and then all of a sudden, the fog lifts. All right, there's your message, Lynn. Next message. Dylan. If you resonate with the name Dylan, here's your message. Fish. Feelings, creativity, rebirth, good luck, transformation, serenity, intelligence. Next message. It's you, darling. Let's hear about it. Sonia. If you resonate with the name Sonia, here's your message. Message for Sonia. Okay, that's weird. That's stuck in my hand. We have Cosmic Elephant and Religion. Cosmic Elephant, a big shakeup brought on by the divine. Religion, faith, clerical, moral, believing, righteous, and adoring. Somebody may be seeing their religion in a new way. So when you look at this religion card, it just looks like a cross. Okay, now I see the high cross. So a high cross is, some people may think of it as a Celtic cross or an Irish cross, where it has the cross like this and then it has a circle. So the high cross came about when the change from pagan belief to Christianity happened. So the circle part of the high cross is pagan, and then the cross part is Christian. So when people were changing their beliefs, it didn't happen overnight. There was a ton of people who lived their life by both the kind of guidance of pagan beliefs and budding Christian beliefs. And that was the time. So somebody may be expanding beyond their religion. They may have no longer can ignore the insult to intelligence. So if you look, the bottom of the cross here, right here, if you can see it, is a lion's head looking right at you. Underneath that is a skull. Underneath that is the yin-yang. And right over there is a little fish. Fish. Feelings, creativity, rebirth, good luck, transformation, serenity, and intelligence. All right. If you are a religious person, Spirit may be saying, now is the time to practice the highest vibration of your religion. The highest vibration of religion is practicing your religion and being respectful to other people's religion. The lowest vibration of practicing religion looks like a stuck-up lunch table. No, we're right and you're all wrong. All right, so there's the message. Yeah, we're right and you're all wrong in the name of Jesus. Yeah, Jesus says don't use my name to bully people. Okay. Direct from Spirit. What's up, darlings? Richfield might mean something. Marissa. If you resonate with the name Marissa, here's your message. Message for Marissa. Hook. Allure. Enchanting. Okay, I hear a druid chant. Somebody may have tried to do a spell. A love spell on someone. Something like that. Hook. Allure. Enchanting. Addiction. Dependence. Fixation. Swept off feet. I see some lowbrow witches trying to do dark magic. Now, I am a Heyoka empath. I don't identify as a witch. I don't believe in doing spells on people. I'm very respectful to others' free will. I'm going to put, if you don't know what a Heyoka empath is, I'm going to put a wonderful, I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. A wonderful, where'd it go? A notebook might mean something. A wonderful a documentary. Okay, we're gathering our words. I hear that. Wonderful information by this amazing galactic professor who is a divine feminine showgirl with divine sensuality. And so a lot of times, the divine feminine showgirl with divine sensuality has some of the hardest missions because you have to deal with the devil energy of jealousy. And so, Heyoka info. So you kind of have to look at it as Marilyn Monroe energy. Highly intelligent, but people, I hear, edited it out. People get so jealous. There's people who, they can't comprehend that you can be intelligent. You can look that adorable and be that freaking smart. So somebody has absolutely been jealous of a divine feminine showgirl with divine sensuality and talked a bunch of shit. They're getting exposed, Marissa. So Spirit's going to have us all learn about the Heyoka empath. All right. Next message. What's the next message? Yeah, and the shit talker is going to be totally busted. People might find out that these people went to school together or something, and that one person was a huge bully. And now their mask is slipping, and they tried to smear the sweetheart and just completely lied about them. But everybody who went to the school said, no, we all knew about that chick. You better be on her good side or she'll make your life hell. This is a top-level narcissist, matriarch type narcissist who got a bunch of flying monkeys. We're also going to learn about how narcs of a feather flock together. Marissa. Okay. So there's a lot of soul school homework that'll be in the comment section here of this reading. Tamra. Let's hear about it. Tamra. A whole bunch of people are going to find out these bitches were picking on the wrong fucking dove. And these bitches were cock blocking everyone's riches. All right. Tamra. Spirit's showing you musician and crow. Musician. artist, entertainer, performer, virtuoso, and poet. Crow, life magic, mysteries, intelligence, flexibility, and destiny, prophecy, and good luck. All right, next message. Who's the next message for? Oh, my computer's starting to get back up. Let's see. Some bitches are going to learn they should have been way nicer. Well, let's hear about it. Black and white stripes dotting. Joe. If you resonate with the name Joe, here's your message. What's the message for Joe? We have an indigo child here. Child of the cosmos. Indigo child. Intuition, inspiration, secrets, knowing, reasoning, premonition. All right. Let's hear more. Okay, I hear Joe. Okay, my computer is up. We're going to get a Starseed transmission for Joe while I hold this name. If you resonate with the name Joe, thank you for being patient. Your time is now. All right. Joe. All signs. Grab your keys. We're traveling and eating sloppy joes. Fuck yeah. We got a tender-hearted one. Leo, Gemini, Jeff, Cancer, Lou, Joey, Pisces, Benji, Sagittarius, and Libra. Free. All right, next message. Nike might mean something. If you resonate with Nike, here's your message. Nike goes down to N.I. They want you to stay the night in Chicago. Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus. Finally realizing she cried all night long 'cause of them. Divine truth, abuse. Taurus, Aries, Libra. Big train got a nice caboose. Time to meet the family. Welcome to the laboratory. Free Soul School. Book review and spiritual movie night. Topic, a confederacy of dunces with Molly. Gemini, Pisces. They've been stuck in a dark night of the soul all alone for too long. Here comes help. All right, next. Shannon. If you resonate with the name Shannon, I hear the Shannon River. Ireland might mean something. Past life. Back to the Ring of Kerry. They crossed the Shannon. Now they're gone. The Tarot DJ. Let's take it down. S-H-A, Shay or Shaw. Now all those shameless liars are straight up scared of their own karma. Divine truth with Molly. Cancer. They're all sadists who knowingly, willingly, and shamelessly took advantage of this angel. You've been in isolation for a reason. Hello, Shadow. There's the truth. Divine knowledge with Molly. Scorpio, Leo. They've been watching forever and identified the shadow. Now everything's changing. Epiphany. That manipulator was a shameflexer bully that smeared, shunned, and discarded them. All right, if you resonate with, I just heard Shane. If you resonate with Shannon, Shane, Shadow, or Shaw or Shay, here's your message. Empty cup. Unsatisfied, unhappy, unfulfilled, incomplete, and undeveloped. All right, I hear take one more. What is Spirit bringing in? Somebody may be just feeling hopeless, lonely, depressed, unfulfilled. What is Spirit trying to bring in? Okay. I hear you. Siblings. So sometimes this is my card also for empaths, where the little girl is telling the little boy, you're an empath. Brother, sister, friend, bond, connection, kindred, same values. So somebody may be getting pulled from the 3D into the 4D. So this is some next level thinking. But if you can understand, you may be an activated starseed. You may be high functioning spectrumy. You may be geniusy. You may be an energy worker, a sensitive person, a psychic, something like that. So there's two kinds of people that exist on planet Earth. Just let your mind go with this. There are people that exist. There's two different realities that are happening at the same time. People's crown chakras may have gotten opened. So there are people that exist in the 3D. That's the grind, the rat race, the ego. And then when you have a spiritual awakening, this might be awakened people. Spirit is showing awakened people. Spirit is bringing in a guide for somebody. This is a 6 of Cups relationship. This is where, like, your resting self is your inner child. Spirit's trying to send in another soulmate person that your inner child loves. So a lot of times in divine counterparts, the feminine will go on the awakening first because it is so brutal that the masculine can't do it without the feminine. That's how strong a divine feminine is. And she goes through her awakening all alone. So when you get pulled from the 3D into the 4D, it's traumatic. It can even seem supernatural. You can see all these weird things happening. All of a sudden, synchronicities start kicking in. And that's where you're not paying attention at all. You may start seeing number synchronicities, where all of a sudden you're just sitting here and Spirit says, look at the clock, 7:04. And you may look at the clock, all of a sudden it says 111. Weird. You're going about your day, not even thinking about something. You look at the clock again, 3:33. What in the motherfuck? Later the day, 5:55. Oh my God. The next day, you're just doing your thing, look at the clock, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? And it's not like you're constantly checking the clock. You might see weird things. For example, she's pointing out all the animals in the clouds. She sees them too. So that's when you get pulled into the 4D. And that time of getting pulled from the 3D to the 4D is very, very trippy. It's very, very scary. Especially if you're an activated starseed. You can think you're losing your mind. You can, your mind can jettison into Crazyville, trying to figure it all out. So when you get in the 4D, you are now living and co-creating with Spirit. So it's as if, and it can be scary, especially for the divine masculine, As if you are now in a dollhouse and there's something looking down upon you. You understand there is a higher thing. And you can drive yourself nuts trying to figure out what that higher thing is. And will it squish you? Yeah. So that higher thing is loving. It's not going to hurt you and it's not going to squish you. We are its children. Spirit, Source, God, your ancestors, the aliens, the Force, whatever you call it, it exists. And when you get pulled into the 4D, you are immediately co-creating with it. And if you don't understand what's going on, if you don't understand what spiritual awakening is, it can be absolutely terrifying. But the reason it happens is because you may have trauma from when you were little. And especially if you were a scapegoat of your family, where your role was to say, no, I'm the kind of wild child, I'm the kind of fucked up one, I'm the one, it's all my fault. No, it's my responsibility to settle everyone's issues. Even if it's not your fault. You may have some horrible things that happen to you, that spirit put a veil on you, that now you're going through the awakening, the expansion of the mind. Your mind is lifting that veil up. And you're going to have to look at the horrible thing that happened to you, whatever it may be. And if you are a scapegoat, or if you are an empath, you may even be conditioned to say, well, my trauma isn't really that bad. Look at what's happening to those kids over there in that part of the world. So what Spirit and your divine counterpart will bring in is the understanding that trauma is like a light switch. It's not on the levels of trauma. It's, boom, I had trauma. Now I live with trauma. And so Spirit sends you on the spiritual awakening to face that trauma and to heal it. And whether or not you want to face the trauma, it's happening. So that's where you get sent in a soulmate. Brother, sister, friend, bond, connection, kindred, same values, empath. That will explain to you, first of all, I believe you. And second of all, this is what's happening. All right, so there's the message. One final name. What's one final name? A lot of times with our religious indoctrination, we may feel guilty thinking beyond the scope of that religion. And so, yeah, Spirit wants us all to watch. If you haven't watched it, Spirit wants us all to watch Galactic Religion Seminar, Supreme Empress Molly Marcella, Attention Starseed's mandatory viewing. That's where we talk about when you get that feeling, oh my God, did I outgrow my religion? Then you have a collapse of identity. If that resonates with anyone, Spirit wants you to watch Galactic Religion Seminar. There's a lot of soul school homework. Free soul school here. If you resonate with what I'm saying, you are strong enough and smart enough to self-heal. Knowledge is the key to freedom. And sometimes we just need somebody to say, hey, guess what? You're high-functioning autistic. Wait, what? Everybody doesn't experience life the way I do? No, they don't. Wait, what? Then you start feeling really bad for the little you that never got any help. You're a psychic. You're an energy worker. You're something like that. So we're also going to talk about psychic abilities. There's all this information that's right at your fingertips. And I'll put it all in the comment section of this reading. All right? So I'm going to do psychic and galactic religion seminar. If this resonates, you may be having a Kundalini awakening and not even realize it. And Spirit has sent in your soul family, your spirit guide, to help explain to you what's going on. And here's the number one thing that everybody needs to remember. If you have a spiritual guide, a therapist, someone who says, only talk to me, especially spirit guides. I once saw a spirit guide here on YouTube put it out in their community note thing. Community notes might mean something. Put it out on their YouTube. I have a client now this is a tarot card reader, who says, I have a client who just told me they're thinking about seeing a therapist. What kind of guidance should I give this person about that? Yeah, that person is a full-blown fucking charlatan. That person who wrote that is a full-blown fucking charlatan. So here is the deal. There are many trees, and I say that because that tarot card reader should immediately have told their client, go for it. You should talk to a therapist. There's many trees in the forest that help you become the best tree you can be. But this person was saying, I don't know. I want this person all to myself. There's lots of charlatans on YouTube, and if you're going through a spiritual awakening, you crave information. You want to consume all the information you can. And that's where, if you're listening to the wrong people, they can keep you stuck. So you have to use your common sense. And then remember, therapists are also magicians doing their magic. There are good therapists and there are bad therapists. Just like there are good doctors and there are bad doctors. They all just pass the same test. Just like there are good spiritual guides and there are bad spiritual guides. A lot of times, people posing as spiritual guides here on YouTube are purposely planting seeds of doubt. And so they'll drop some sort of freaky ass information to make you go, wait, what? And then they'll say, I'll do a private reading. So these are people. Now, with that said, there are good psychics that do quality private readings. I'm not talking about these people. I'm talking about charlatans that purposely put down a seed of paranoia so you will buy an extended private reading where they'll keep planting paranoia within you. So you'll keep buying these readings from them. So you have to be careful not to fall into that trap. If you are newly awakened, there's also, My pen is dying. A pen might mean something. There's also wonderful information about it's like 11 signs you've had an awakening and you don't know about it. The name Victor might mean something. There's wonderful official grid workers and light workers like me who are giving all this information completely for free. Old school light workers don't fleece the fuck out of people. All right? Now, with that said, a psychic should be able to earn a living. But you have to use your common sense. When I leave this session I just heard, do I feel better after? Or am I feeling paranoid and triggered? If you're feeling triggered, you might be vibing really low and just projecting out. But if you feel like you're vibing high and you just listen to this person, now you're all confused and stuff, that's a big red flag. All right, Spirit says take one more. One more. Greg. Somebody get a new pair of sunglasses? Don't you look cool? Greg. If you resonate with the name Greg, this was an old calendar for my kids' school, Richfield High School, outdated. And so instead of throwing away, I saw all the days were already cut to the perfect size. So I just cut it with my paper cutter and reused it one last time. Greg. You go down to Gray, G-R-E. Libra. There is an intense magnetic pull to this great leader. This naughty good boy is going to have a great day today. Eating like a Midwest emperor again. Truth with the High Priestess, Supreme Empress, great deals. Scorpio Aquarius. Horrified. That person is a full-blown liar gremlin. Divine Truth with Molly. Aquarius. They have a higher calling in greatness and leadership. All right, and Greg, here's your message. So I started, we have Cosmic Snail and Anchor. Cosmic Snail, slow-moving information or changes that are destined. Anchor, hope, steadfastness, womb, new adventure, voyage, and trust. So I started the art movement here, my leg of the journey. I hear it like that. Part of my mission was talking about things that people don't usually talk about. Letting my freak flag fly. A lighthouse might mean something. Darlings, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of everyone else. When you're trying hard to be I hear Keeping Up with the Joneses. When you're trying hard to be a second-rate version of everyone else, that comes with anxiety. Because your soul really wants you to be a first-rate version of you. And that quote is by Judy Garland, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of everyone else. Let your freak flag fly. That's how you find your other freaks. Your soul family. Something may have taken a really long time. Cosmic Snail. Slow-moving information or changes that are destined. Never be embarrassed to be your authentic self. And if you are my age, I am 50 years old. If you are my age and maybe up or down 15 years, and that's real loose, that's my generation. If you are high-functioning SPECTRUMY If you are sensitive, and sensitive doesn't mean a big fat pussy. Sensitive means the opposite. It means like a superhero. You can walk into a room and read the energy. If you maybe have grown up riddled with anxiety, if you have heard a lot in your life, stop being so sensitive. All those kind of things. There is a chance you can be high-functioning spectrumy. And I say it that way because autistic tends to have a negative stereotype to it still. And people my age, I have told some people that I am high-functioning spectrumy. I've immediately had people say right back to me, no, you're not. You don't look autistic. You don't act autistic. Yeah, autism doesn't have a look. And so part of the problem with autism is if you're in my generation and if you are spectrumy, you never got any sort of help. You probably got a lot of abuse and trauma. And so when we hear spectrum, we think of a line. And there's a wonderful way. It's what women with autism want you to know. A wonderful video. There's going to be a lot of information in the comment section of this reading. And one woman explains it really well. Rather than think of the autism spectrum as a line for people who aren't autistic, and you say to yourself, oh, how fucked up are you? How different are you than a neurotypical? Yeah. That's the wrong way to look at it. The way I look at it is, autism means you've had the turn of the evolutionary wheel. You can access more senses than the people who can't. And the people who can't exist in the 3D. That's all they can exist in. They can't conceptualize the 4D that is going on at the exact same time as the 3D. So we have two kinds of people that exist on planet Earth. The people that can conceptualize and understand the 4D also include autistic people, geniusy people, sensitive, everything I've been talking about. So my goal is to show the sexy, cool side of high-functioning autism and let people understand there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And so when you think of autism, rather than think of it as a line, where do you fall? This is super fucked up. This is, I can barely even tell. Rather think about it as a 3-dimensional asteroid with all these like undulated parts of it, little caverns and weird parts of it. So the autistic person that's rocking, drooling, the really bad stereotype, if you will, of autism, that's a person whose body has not completed the turn of the evolutionary wheel correctly. And those kind of people are over here on the asteroid. Way over here on the other side of the asteroid is probably every employee at SpaceX who can send a thing that's the size of a skyscraper into the sky, turn around and have it land, ta-da, perfectly where it's supposed to be. That's way over here. These are the geniusy autistic people. Over here, in this weird little cave, are the scary autistic people. That would be Adolf Hitler, Charles Manson, So these are the scary autistic people who are autistic, but they are also a psychopath. So that's where local news. Kid cut his mom's head off, put it in a pot, and started cooking it on the stove. He had Asperger's. Yeah, all the autistic people, especially ones with Asperger's, like the ones that are over here, who never had an urge to cut their mama's head off ever and never will, they all just say, oh shit. No, I'm really not going to tell anybody I'm autistic. Look what this autistic person did. Yeah, the autism didn't make that dude cut his mama's head off. No, the fact that he was a psychopath as well made him cut his mama's head off. The autism in him probably made him efficient with the knife. So I want to get to the point where we understand if somebody, especially a boy or a man, has Asperger's, they're not dangerous. If they have Asperger's and they're psychotic, yeah, they're probably dangerous. It's not the Asperger's that is making them dangerous. It's the fact that they're fucking psychotic. Yeah. So part of my mission is to show the cool, sexy side of autism. High function. I'm over here by the SpaceX people, where I fall. I've been classified as a creative genius. And all of this art project I did all by myself, being spectrumy and kind of dyslexic. I have a unique relationship with numbers that has gotten worse as I've gotten older. And so if you may be spectrumy, you may, your whole life, you may have been like an engine on a table that is just running at overtime. Ooh, like valves are spitting, shit's coming out, or you have a juggler that's constantly juggling. And you don't realize everybody else isn't experiencing life this way. And then when you get older, you can have, it's called the crumbling of the autism mask. So it took until I was in my late 40s and now into 50 to meet my authentic self. And I like my authentic self. I can do a bunch of cool shit. But it took me until this long to release all the trauma, all the stigma, all the people who don't know what it's like to be me, telling me who I am or am not. It took until I was 50 years old to have that mask crumble, to have that engine just stop, to say, I don't want to juggle these balls anymore. And then this mask that you were wearing your whole life just crumbles down. And then you meet your real self. And all that anxiety goes away. You may be very alone. You may be awakened around a bunch of people who are not awakened. If you are a scapegoat of your family and you stop being the scapegoat, your family might freak the fuck out on you. And they may not even know why. Because you're not taking that role where you're responsible of settling everyone's energy. They might pick on you, shun you, ignore you. You might all of a sudden not resonate with your friend group. And it can feel really alone. There is a time of seclusion during the awakening. I see the Hermit card. And that time is to heal. And then when you're healing, what Spirit is trying to bring in is the Ace of Cups for you. And the Ace of Cups is self-love. It's being able to say, I love myself. I've just met myself. Spirit may have given me a huge tower, something like that. Everything has changed. And I'm still here. And I have learned to love myself. And when that happens, that's when we think about that phrase, my cup runneth over. So if you, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. I'm trying to find a more traditional image tarot. Let's see if I can find the Ace of Cups. Usually the Ace of Cups is one cup that is overflowing with water. And water stands for emotions. Water stands for love. And when you have your Ace of Cups, your self-love that is so full, it's running over, that's when you have enough love to share with someone else. And Spirit brings in your Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is your soulmate. All right, so let's find the Two of Cups. So a bunch of people are being called upon by the universe for their brilliant minds, their wonderful energy. This can be showgirls and showboys. Even if you are not on stage or something like that, you may still have that energy. So once you have the Ace of Cups, Spirit brings in the Two of Cups, your divine counterpart. And then to wrap it up, we might have two spectrumy people that might take the challenge. Let's look in each other's eyes for a minute and see what happens. We'll either spontaneously combust, we'll fall in love, or we'll be great friends. Sometimes if you're spectrumy, looking into eyes you can get lost. You can, even in your own eyes. But still to this day, if I look in the mirror too long, it looks like somebody else is looking back at me. All of a sudden, my eyes are looking back at me and it scares me. So the eyes can be, we're going to do the history of autism too. He explains it there. So darlings, lots of soul school homework. If anyone resonates with this, the people whose names I called, if you resonate with that, Spirit is really saying, listen up. Knowledge is the key to freedom. And we're all feeling a whole lot better. All right, there's your message, dudes. Peace out. Love ya. Right at the hour point.